Dear ladies and gentlemen, greetings. My name is Andrew Anderson. Most of you probably know who I am. If you do not know who I am, then may Google help you. But anyway, what I was going to talk about today is, again and again, the war in Ukraine. What's going on in Ukraine right now? Ukrainians are fighting for their own freedom as well as for you and me, for our freedom and theirs. We're helping them the way we can, but probably not enough. And sometimes when I'm talking to people here, well, here is in Canada, but also when I'm talking to Europeans, to Germans, French people, sometimes even to Latvians and Lithuanians, people are asking me a question. But what if Vladimir Putin starts nuclear war? Or another question, do you really want a nuclear war? No, I do not. However, there are certain things to keep in mind when we're thinking about the nuclear war. Point number one. I'm pretty sure that the Kremlin doesn't have effective nuclear weapons anymore. It had at some point, maybe. But right now, I'm pretty sure the Kremlinites do not have it for one simple reason. To have nuclear weapon, you need to maintain it on a regular basis. And maintenance is very expensive. The government of Putin was more like a liquidation commission. They were stealing and embezzling funds rather than investing in such things as the maintenance of nuclear weapons. So I will be very much surprised to find out that Putin can nuke anyone. But that's probably less important. Number two, I don't want to die. And I like being alive. Although I'm relatively old, but I love everything that can be described as good lifestyle. And that's normal. Every biological individual wants to live and prefers any life to any death. However, there are some well-organized biological individuals. That includes humans that have some dignity, and also dolphins, and also whales, and also wolves, by the way, who prefer death to life in slavery. I can tell you one thing. If there is no other choice but to live under the dominance of the Kremlin, better death. This is not a decent life. If there is no other way but to live in the world in which we are living right now, when every government is panically afraid of Putin pressing the red button and giving him green light to attack Georgia, to invade Moldova, to bomb the hell out of Chechnya, as it was in the recent past, this is not a decent life. It's in fact living under the indirect dominance of the Kremlin. That's not good. And if there is no other way than to stop Russian expansion, then maybe we should better nuke each other. By the way, there is still a chance that a certain amount of us survive, and probably those who survive will be a little bit better than we are. Finally, point number three. Those losers that dominate the Kremlin these ways, losers and criminals. By the way, how dare I calling them criminals? Because it's well known that both Putin and his entourage have been involved in numerous crimes, including drug trafficking, child trafficking, and God knows what else. And why am I calling them losers? Yeah, some people would say, how can you call them losers? They are multi-billionaires. Indeed, they are. However, let me remind you of something. A king, or a queen, or a prince, or just a decent person will remain a king or a queen or a decent person, even if that person lives in a half-ruined garage. And a loser is always a loser, even if that loser is a multi-billionaire. And it sucks being him or her. So those losers and criminals in the Kremlin and around it are panically afraid of their miserable lives. And they will never allow Putin, even if he wants that, to press the red button or to fulfill his orders to destroy this planet. And by the way, you should know that bullies from the suburbs or bullies from the slums, and the current rulers of Russia are bullies from the slums, who were born and raised in the slums, are cowards and they're panically afraid of being punched in the face. And if you punch them in the face, what they're doing, they are running away. That's exactly what happened when the American forces under Donald Trump destroyed a Russian army unit in Syria. Did anyone press the red button? No. The same happened when the Turks shot down Russian airplane that managed to breach Turkish airspace. What happened after that? Anyone press the red button? Did Russia nuke Turkey? No. Russia just swallowed it. So that's another reason not to be afraid of them using their probably non-existing nuclear weapon. So don't be afraid and enjoy your life. Live this day the way as if this day is your last one. Have a great one, and God bless you and yours if you're not insulted with such an ending. Bye bye.